All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've gone live, and today we're returning with the one and only Clay Clark. So, Clay, welcome back to the show.
Hey, what's going on there, dude?
How are you?
I'm fired up to be here with you, and I'm joined here with my good friend James. We'll try to sneak in so we can see both of us here. James, I met him at the Reawaken America tour in Pennsylvania. And James, did you sleep in a car to make it possible to attend, or what's the story behind the story? People want to know.
All right. Yeah. So, you know what? I bought the ticket and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pay for a hotel. I'm just going to get the VIP ticket and I'm going to do whatever I have to get there. And that's what I did. So I slept in my car and I had the best time of my whole life out there. And I met
in the car?
Well, at the event.
Oh, my God.
It was cold that night. I got sick the next day.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
Wow. But so you came to the event. What was the highlight for you at the Reawaken tour of Pennsylvania?
So the highlight had to be seeing Ivan Reichlin.
Really?
That was my highlight for me because I met him like a couple years back at a Veterans Ball out at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, and he was like, yo, and he just like took me under his wing there and introduced me to a bunch of people, and it was just a great time.
And how did you end up here on this show and on the Reawaken America tour as one of our ticket sales guys? How'd that happen?
Dude, I came out for the podcast event. And I don't even know why got invited to that, but I did get invited to it. And then
so General Flynn, Adam, just he reached out to me and he said, Clay, we got to do a podcasters summit to educate podcasters on how to really get the word out there, in terms of the mechanics of producing the show, recording the show, editing the show, posting it, all that stuff. And I said, well, let's do it. So we hosted it here at my office, and you showed up. And you weren't even a podcaster.
Right.
We're podcasting now.
Yeah, so I show up, and then at the end of the event, we had a free throw contest. So I don't play basketball, but I went 4 for 5 on the line, and then I tied someone, and we had the overtime on the 3-point line. So I went 3 for 5 on the 3, and I won. And Clay gives me the mic, and I'm like, hey, I don't even know why I'm here, but I'm just happy to be here. I'm open for opportunity, and thank you everyone for having me. And then Clay offered me the job. He was like, hey, I'll fly you out for a week. If it works out, you could stay out here. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went home, told my parents, I was like, hey, I got a job working for General Flynn. They're like, doing what? Taking down the deep state. They're like, how much you get paid? I don't know. So what exactly are you going to do? I don't know. I'm just
and then next thing you know, we're in a van together driving how many hours? We drove
like 12, 15.
Because we drove to Nashville. And I'm like, I don't even know who he is. And I'm like, who's in the van with me? Because we drive to every event, And my wife's like, oh, James will be with us. And I'm like, who? She's like, that's the guy from the party. I'm like, okay. So I say all this to say, I think God, Adam, is bringing together the patriots in a way that we would have never been open to these kinds of conversations and discussions if Trump hadn't been the trumpet that woke so many people up. Yep. And with that, I'm very much aligned with President Trump, very much appreciative of him.
Likewise.
And I just want to drop knowledge bombs today, but I also want to thank President Trump for stepping out of his life of comfort and hopping into this world of discomfort to help save America.
I have on my my Woman for Trump hat because the Democrats have taken away all meanings of words. So I could wear a Woman for Trump hat now. So there you go. Here's my hat.
That makes sense. It makes sense given the culture we live in right now.
Exactly. So, Clay, what are some of the hot topics today? Obviously, Tucker Carlson was let go from Fox News.
Yeah.
Don Lemon is gone from CNN. What's going on, Clay?
I had 10 things I want to get through today, and we'll see if we can get through them all. Okay. So first thing I want to share is I am very aware of the Dominion situation, the voting machines, because I personally am being sued continually by the former head of security and strategy of Dominion, Eric Coomer. Like right now, I'm being sued right now. And so we bring the Reawaken America tour from city to city, town to town. And James knows this. We let people name their price, Adam. So anybody who wants to go to our events, you go to timetofreeamerica.com. And I've tried to put my motive first. So it's like, you might have someone from church who says, I'd love to babysit. Don't charge me. I've just tried to say for these tour events, I said, hey, you can name your price, whatever price you want to pay, just so people know my motive. And that's kind of the way that Flynn and I are rolling with this whole thing. Well, that being said, it does cost money to put these events on. And I get sued for allowing our speakers to talk about the things they're talking about at the Reawaken America tour for defamation. So I'm very aware of the whole Dominion situation. All I can say is Fox decided to settle a massive amount with Dominion. I think most people now know that. And so within the same week that Fox settled with Dominion, both Dan Bongino and Tucker Carlson said, peace out. I mean, they left. So as I look at it, it appears to be that, again, someone's going to say, you're not a very deep person. It appears to me that Dominion settled with Fox, or Fox settled with Dominion. And then in the same week, the top two most conservative voices on Fox left.
Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, Clay.
That seems out of what happened. I mean, that's what it seems what happened. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? I mean,
that is what happened.
That's what it seems like.
Right?
Yeah.
No, you might say, well, why? I don't know. I'm just saying it would seem to me, right?
That's what it appears to be.
It appears to be. Okay. So second news of the day that I don't think a lot of people are talking about this, but maybe you should be. I don't know that everyone's talking about. This is big news in my world. I'll tell you this because General Flynn is my guy. He's my guy. People say, what does it mean, your guy? I love that guy. He's somewhere between like a father figure and like a brother to me. Then the way you'd respect your general if you were in with war. That's how I feel about that guy. I love that guy. Pray for that guy all the time. And I'm so honored to have that friendship. I talk to him every day. The other day he calls me and he's like, hey, man, how you doing? I said, well, I'm trying to go to bed before I wake up. And he goes, great. Because we were kind of joking because that's kind of where we're at right now. And I left here that night, like at 8 o'clock. I mean, we leave every night at 7. What time do you get here every day?
Like 6:45.
And it's a 7-day-a-week thing. So you're here. I get up every day at 3. I leave here at 6 usually. So we left here, and I get a call, and General Flynn says, how you doing? I said, I'm trying to go to sleep before I wake up. He says, okay. Hey, can we do a quick hit? I said, it's a quick interview. He said, sure. So I come back up to the office, interview General Flynn. Then Peter Navarro hits me up and says, hey, can we do a quick hit? I said, sure. So we had Flynn, Navarro, and then I edit the show, put it out, literally come home, go back to bed, wake up again. That's the flow. But this was a big win for me. I'm going to hit play here. So President Trump was speaking on April 21st in Fort Myers, Florida. And listen to what he said about my guy, our guy, America's general.
Along with a friend of mine and a very brave person, somebody that got it very early and went through hell, and he handled it like the brave man he is, General Michael Flynn. Where's Michael?
Get ready for it, folks.
Where is Michael? Thank you, Michael. Brave guy, great guy. You stay in good health, Michael. Get ready, okay? It's not long. Year and a half, Michael. Just stay healthy.
Bragg's idiotic, small-minded.
To me, that was such a highlight for me because people, I don't know if people understand this. General Flynn lost his house for doing the right thing. I mean, he went through so much hell for this country, and to have the most respected American patriot, President Trump, say that about him, to me, that was awesome. And I don't know if I celebrate General Flynn enough. I try to treat him with respect. And I can just tell you, he's the most humble guy ever. And I don't know what that statement meant exactly. But all I know is the people close to President Trump, we are all gathering momentum and energy and speed. And we don't know what the word burnout means. Okay. So we are all hunkering down now. We're focusing. So when you come out to the Miami Reawaken tour, you're going to notice that Peter Navarro will be up there. Kash Patel will be up there. I told this guy, I said, James, I'm going to have you next to me handling last minute customer service stuff so you can meet all the heroes. So he's going to be right there stage side to meet these guys. But they're all on the tour now. I mean, I'm not joking around. It's not like I'm not going to bring up people on stage who are, 5 sources removed from. This is Trump's inner circle now. You got Peter Navarro, Kash Patel, Laura Trump, Eric Trump,
Devin Nunes.
They're all going to be there. So I would encourage people. Now, the next highlight number 3, and the media won't talk about it. That's okay. President Trump got up there and he praised my friend, my guy, another guy, Roger Stone. Listen to what he said about Roger Stone.
And a friend of mine for a long time. He only likes politics. If you ask him about how are the Yankees doing, he has no interest. If you ask him almost anything, he likes politics, and he's a professional at the highest level. Roger Stone. Where's Roger?
And that's the real deal with Roger. You be like, Roger, hey, Roger, bro, did you check out the NBA Finals? He'll go, what? Like, NBA Finals? He's like, what's the NBA? And you're like, well, it's a National Basketball Association. He's like, okay, no. But, I mean, he's 100% focused on saving our country. So, to me, those were some highlights, Adam. And, again, I just want to celebrate you and your audience because you know what it's like. I mean, you're doing these shows, and sometimes it's like, is this on? Sometimes you have big shows, big growth. Sometimes you get persecution, negative comments, bad comments. Family might not be on the same page. But if it wasn't for great folks like you, Adam, and doing what you're doing, and James doing what he's doing, and Roger Stone and General Flynn, I mean, we are really fighting for this country.
Yeah, despite all the shadow bans and censorship and being blocked every day, we were trying to put our voices out there and support America and support Trump.
Exactly. Now, the next thing I'm going to share is going to be a little weird for some people out there. Weird. This is highlight number 4. It's kind of weird. Is Elon Musk right now is doing some stuff and some things, some action, some verbs. And I think a lot of times we listen to the verbs and the stuff and the things, and we go, yeah, I love the things and the stuff and the verbs, kind of general. But I want to focus on some specificity here of 4 things that Elon Musk is doing right now that to me are notable. I'm not saying that I'm not putting in your mind, folks, what you should think. I'm telling you they're notable. So I want everyone to get out a piece of paper, take notes about these. There are 4 things. So we're going to move from item number 4 to 8 here all at one time. Klaus Schwab, Elon Musk, and Xi Jinping of China, and Yuval Noah Harari. They all agree on 4 things. Yuval Noah Harari agrees with Musk, with Schwab, and if I had any talent or preparation skills at all, I would have Xi Jinping on a stick as well. But these 4 agree on 4 things. They agree on ushering in universal basic income. They agree on putting mRNA technology under your skin. They agree on carbon footprint tracking, and they agree on connecting brains to the internet. Now, I'm going to hit play, and the first voice you will hear is that of Elon Musk. Here we go, folks.
We could effectively merge with artificial intelligence by improving the speed of interaction between our cortex and our tertiary layer, which is already silicon. We're already a sort of a 3-level intelligence.
I don't know if people just heard that. He's advocating for merging with artificial intelligence. Okay. So then someone says, yeah, well, he fought for free speech, man. He put up billions of dollars. Okay. So I'm just asking you, what is Elon Musk saying? Why is Elon Musk saying he bought Twitter? Let's just hear what Elon Musk has to say. So here we go. Let me hit play here, folks.
Expressed on Twitter last October that he would be using his purchase of Twitter as a, quote, accelerant to creating Everything X, the Everything app. Ideally, an app similar, maybe, I guess, to China's WeChat, one where you can message, social network, but also pay people stuff.
The way to think of the Neuralink device is kind of like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. And that's what sort of the idea behind Neuralink is to try to more tightly couple the collective human will to digital superintelligence. And with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, you sure you can control the demon? Didn't work out.
And I'm just saying, Adam, I'm sure you met some weird cats. I met some weird cats this year. I met some good guys. And I met some weird cats. No, I mean, I met some weird. What's the weirdest person you met this year, Adam? I mean, I'm not looking for their name, but what's the weirdest on your journey? What's the weirdest stuff because I'll go first. You can one up me, okay? I'm in Phoenix at the Reawaken tour. And the security guy says, sir, you got to see this. And these are, my guys, they're wearing like earpieces. They got massive weapons. We go all in with the security. Okay. So these are top notch, former Green Beret. And they go, Mr. Clark, we need to talk to you, sir. I said, yeah, what is it? They go, there's somebody here that needs to see you right away. And I said, can I ask why? And they go, it's just very important. And I go, guys, you haven't rolled on the tour before. I love you guys, but I'm not going to go meet everybody. They go, they said it's urgent, though. You should go. And I'm going, I don't know. They go, no, you need to go. I said, I'm not going to go. No, go. This is a new security team. We just brought these guys in. And they come back a few minutes later and they go, that was stupid. We were right. I said, what do you mean you're right? This woman brought her own pee and she brought it for you. And apparently she's like a witch and she wanted to give you, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. They're like, no, it's real. And then the other security guy goes, that's the second one today.
Wow.
What? So, and I'm not kidding. We've had that. We've had people throw like crazy blood, like Sean Foyt, our praise and worship leader. Somebody threw blood on him. I've had Antifa follow me to my hotel in Oregon.
Wow. Yeah, I can't beat that. I can't top you.
I mean, you've seen it though. So, but again, the weirdest thing I think we've all just heard was Musk is saying with AI, we're summoning the demon.
Yeah, the demon.
But not only that, then they wanted to merge and put it inside your brain. There could not be a worse spot to put the demon than inside your brain.
You mean to tell me that you are hardcore against the idea of summoning the demon, aka AI, and then put it into your brain?
100 billion%.
But the media would have you believe that you're a sick freak and not a good conservative. That's how it's being framed right now. Like if you question the sanctity of Elon Musk is trying to free us on Twitter, then you are considered to be like a fake conservative. Now, let me continue. This is Elon Musk talking about Elon Musk, and I think you're going to love this, folks, because it's not me, it's Elon Musk. Here we go.
Twitter is effectively an accelerant to an idea I've had for a long time, which is, I call it sort of X, the everything app.
Yeah.
Which is to have a sort of a platform that is so useful that you find it is essential to conduct your life. So that means like
it's essential to conduct your life.
Obviously, payments. We provide really make a good, meaningful communication privately as well as publicly. So that means we need to have a direct message system that offers voice calls, video calls.
We don't even have an app that's as good as WeChat in China. And like in China, you can like live on WeChat basically.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, everyone's like, you live on WeChat, you do payments, you do everything. It's like, yeah, it's great. Basically, WeChat's kick ass. And we don't have anything like WeChat outside of China. So I was like, my idea would be like, how about if we just copy WeChat? Hey, copy them.
Buys Twitter, copies WeChat.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're going to have like a...
Okay, so WeChat is the app that's primarily used in the Chinese communist-controlled country.
Right.
To implement the social credit score system.
Correct.
And Musk says he wants to create it here.
Yeah, right now, everything on our iPhone in the US is very fragmented, right? We have TikTok, Instagram, news, weather apps, payment apps, everything is separate.
There you go.
But if they're able to create a single app with everything in one, that just gives the government more control over that single app, and they can shut down your life when they want to.
And on Tucker, I don't know if people saw this, but he said he didn't vote for Trump. I don't know if people saw that. So
Who did he vote for?
This is what he was on Tucker Carlson. I want people to watch it. And he's like, I didn't vote for Trump. So I mean, these are things where I get, so point 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're on to point 9, point 8, point 9. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. We're covering a lot of ground here, but I want people to understand this idea. Now you got this thing called BRICS. Now BRICS is a thing where I don't think a lot of people really know the agenda of the Great Reset. So I'm going to have to tee this up, and I'll do it succinctly, but I'm going to fire through a lot of information here. Okay. So if I'll do a search on Google right now for MIT CBDC. MIT developed the
Quant
and the
quantum dot.
No. Yes, you're right. So what is it? MIT developed what's called CBDC and the quantum dot. MIT developed the quantum dot and the CBDC. Someone says, well, why'd you say quantum? What folks, dial in here. Let's look it up. MIT developed CBDCs. Look it up. Just type it in Google, MIT CBDC, and then type in MIT quantum dot. Now, the quantum dot is a technology that stores your medical and financial records under your skin. And the name of the new central bank digital currency is now called Quant Dot This is big. Quant.network. So again, folks, MIT developed the CBDCs. MIT developed the quantum dot. If everyone looks it up right now, if you look it up, you'll see it. It's a quantum dot, MIT. It stores your medical and financial records under your skin. And the only way to not see it is to not look it up. Because if you look it up, this is open source, man. They're sharing with you the technology. And the name of the fundamental kind of foundational system that will power the CBDCs is called quantum.network. Quant.network. That's the website, quant.network. So right now, here's an interview with the CEO of the quant.network. The guy who's the CEO of the company that's making the technology that would roll out the CBDCs, Gordon Verdian. Listen to what this guy said. Here we go, Gilbert Verdian. Here we go.
This is a new form of money. It's a new payment instrument.
New form of money.
And with that, it's going to be treated the same as underlying national critical infrastructure. And with national critical infrastructure, you have the concept of trust, that you can trust that your money is safe, it's deposited with the banks, and when you make a transaction, there is acceptance, and it is processed as it should.
So money is evolving from a very binary thing, which is where it is today, to a very complicated, intelligent form of money, which we call smart money.
The financial system will become so complicated as AI takes over more and more of the action that it will be just too complicated for the human mind.
Now, I don't use a lot of social media apps. I just don't do it. But a young lady was in my living room the other day. My daughter's 18, so one of her friends was in my living room, and she says, "What's the app, guys, that it's not Instagram, it's not Facebook, but it's kind of what is Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's one more. What's one more?
TikTok?
Nah, it's one more. It's like Snapchat. And she said, "Hey, this Snapchat bot is creepy." And I said, "It's creepy. What is it?" And she was telling me about what it does and the weird things it's doing. This AI. Could you imagine non-binary AI money? So it's non-binary and you don't know how much money you have because it's based upon your adherence to this social credit score system. That's what they're talking about. So President Trump is on Tucker the other day, and this is what he said to Tucker.
In the end, the ultimate objective is to essentially
Monica Crowley
wipe all of the banks out so that your bank will be the Federal Reserve. Sean, this is really a move toward a CCP-style social credit system.
They're constantly monitored by facial recognition cameras.
This is breaking down. So again, I think Trump is blowing people's minds because he's saying things that a lot of people haven't heard before. But Trump is openly now speaking that, hey, we could be on the verge of losing the U.S. dollar. Listen to this.
Now the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa have announced plans to develop a new currency.
Together, we'll be ready to launch the FedNow service between May and July of 2023.
That's Lael Brainerd from the Fed explaining they're ready to roll out this system here in May of this year, which is like 6 days from now. So Trump, he's trying to explain to people how these CBDCs will work, and I just don't think most people have heard this before. Here we go.
If we lose our currency, that's the equivalent of losing a world war. Our currency is what makes us powerful and strong. And China's taken over. And China, I heard a couple of people say, well, the dollar will never lose the dollar standard. Are they kidding?
Okay, so this is what we need to know right now. These are my 3 calls to action. One, if you haven't gone to timetofreeamerica.com to request a ticket to the Reawaken America Tour, you got to do it. You got to go to timetofreeamerica.com today and request a ticket to the Reawaken America Tour, Miami, Florida. We have under 50 tickets remaining for the Reawaken America Tour with the hottest lineup we've ever had, 80 confirmed speakers over 2 days. We've got baptisms on Friday night. The doors open at 5 a.m. You can start grabbing a seat at 6 a.m. Praise and worship starts around 7 a.m. We go nonstop, keeping it very hot up until 8 p.m. You got to wear sunblock just so you don't burn your cornea or your retina while looking at the lineup. It's so hot. Again, that's timetofreeamerica.com. And you can name your price. So you say, oh, that's nice. You can name your price. It's timetofreeamerica.com. Second, If you are worried about the collapse of the currency, and you should be, just know Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, they're all buying up the Earth's they're all buying the Earth's gold and silver right now. They're doing it. They're buying the Earth's precious metals. Do you have a gold sponsor, Adam, for your show? Do you have like a gold sponsor or a silver sponsor?
I do not.
Okay, I'll just tell you, this is just transparency. I used to buy gold and silver from a company called Goldline years ago. I have no problem with Goldline. I bought from them for years because Glenn Beck talked about them. I did my research, was very happy. I currently buy from a company called Beverly Hills Precious Metals. It's bh-pm.com, bh-pm.com. I would recommend you schedule a consultation or at least a conversation with Goldline or Beverly Hills Precious Metals so you can get out of the fiat currency. And the third thing I would recommend you do right now today is go to timetofreeamerica.com and use that as kind of a resource. You can watch the documentary for free tonight there at timetofreeamerica.com. You can request a COVID-19 vaccine religious exemption. You can find jobs that don't require the shots. All of those tools are available. And if you scroll down just a little bit, you can find all the documentation that backs this conversation we had today. So you scroll down just a little bit more there, and you'll see all these tiles where you'll want to kind of stick around for a while and look at these tiles. Keep going down a little bit more, feeling the flow, and keep going, feeling the flow, working it. It's down there. Maybe just go to timetofreeamerica.com. I think we're timetofreeamerica.com. Feeling the flow. Yeah. Keep scrolling down, feeling the flow, working it. You got it. Now scroll down a little bit more. It's almost there. Bend the knees, feeling the flow. Here it comes. And we got it. Boom. That's everything related to the Great Reset. All right there. All the resources. I learned a lot of stuff from Kash Patel, General Flynn, Dr. Tenpenny, Dr. Mikovits, and I document it all right there at timetofreeamerica.com. So, Adam, hopefully we dropped enough knowledge bombs to be acceptable by your listeners. You have some of the most educated listeners in the game, and I appreciate you carving out time for us.
Thank you so much, Clay. I appreciate you. I'll see you in Miami next month.
Are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there. I'm going to drive down and make it.
Dude, I can't wait to see you. I'll give you a big hug, brother. I can't wait to see you.
Awesome.
All right.
Guys.
See you, Adam. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to be going to the Reawaken America Tour in Miami next month in May. So if you guys want to go, grab a ticket at reawakenamericatour.com, buy a ticket, and then message me that you bought one, and we can go meet up there. I think I'm getting a press pass, so I'll have access to like behind the scenes and stuff. So maybe if you come, I can get you back there, and you could, meet some of the speakers and stuff too, because it's pretty cool. Like you go there, and like you're bumping shoulders with everybody. Like you can meet everybody there, which is awesome. So I'll be there next month, and I'm excited to be there and get back in the grind. But thanks again for watching today, guys. I'll see you all soon. And as always, God bless Trump.